how deflating is that, and how do you reflect on the result?
Immediate reflections are, it's disappointing. Didn't finish off the game we wanted to finish the way we wanted to finish, but the start comes back to bite you. You give a team in this sort of game 4-goal head start. You're on the back foot from the very start. So we need to be better than that. And then I was really proud of the way we fought our way back into the game, and dominated field position there for a long period, and inside 50s going our way. I would just lacked a bit of polish and execution to be able to make the most of that. Drop some marks inside 50, miss some square up kicks. We probably should have been a little bit more in front at 3/4 time, and then it was domination of field position in the last quarter. They got on top in clearance throughout as the game went on, and thought our contest work just didn't hold up. Probably after some signs after half time, contest work and our method didn't hold up the way we wanted it to in certain areas, and just gave them too many looks. So it's disappointing.
I think it's the 5th time this year you've led at 3/4 time and not gone on with it. What do you make of that? Is that a trend? Is that something worrying for you?
Oh, of course it's worrying. Yeah, 5 times. Clearly we don't want that happening. Says we're putting ourselves in positions though. I think 4 of them are probably away from home. It's probably the first one at home, and playing a pretty experienced team, and we were in front, but it wasn't by much, and it was pretty much an arm wrestle all game. So it's not as though we gave a massive lead. They were able to outlast us in certain areas, and make more of their opportunities than us in the end.
Is it the youth in your team that struggles with those big intense moments?
Every game's different. Every game's different. There's a few things we're not getting right, obviously, in terms of a lot of different areas. So today it was contests. We gave up too much field position at source, and then we couldn't win contests ahead of the ball to be able to get field position, and we lost too many contests behind the ball in that last quarter. And we just put our backs under too much pressure, but that hasn't been the case in all our close losses. So it's probably a bit broad brushed just to paint it one way.
How much of a blow was Darcy to the overall days when you realised you weren't going to have him?
It not only affects what you're doing around the ball a little bit, but the flow-on effect to the forward line when we've already got JT out. To take Luke out of there as well, it's different. Becomes a different mix down there. So Sean's dominant ruck as well. So I thought Luke did a really good job in there, but changes things up around the ball a little bit with Sean's ruck craft, and you take Luke out of the forward line, it changes up the structure down there a fair bit as well.
Is Darcy a concern going forward? He was a little bit of doubt last week going in, and then this one. Are you concerned about his ability to get up week in, week out?
In the short term, I am. Yeah, he's going to carry a little bit of soreness in that knee for the rest of the year, and we'll manage him through that. Probably the 6-day break caught him out. This week. So we'll see how he goes during the week. But in the short term, it's a bit of a concern.
The decision to bring Boss in instead of Reedy or another up tall ruck.
Yeah.
So we'll talk us through that decision.
Right, it was Tabs.
Tabs, sorry.
Probably there's twofold. I was pretty confident Sean was going to get up, so I thought Tabs would be able to handle this situation, being a bit more mature. But we always thought in this game against Geelong's rucks, Luke would give us best opportunity if Sean didn't get up, and I think that held true. So I have to review that and see whether we got it right. But on first look, I think Jacko acquitted himself in the ruck pretty well, and that's it.
How about dealing with the loose man today, Justin, and I guess needing the composure to work around that at times? We knew the way Geelong defend and how they like to free up and get an extra behind the ball, and thought there was times, especially in the first half, where we navigated that really well.
in the second half and probably in the last quarter. We probably just didn't. There's times when we went too straight, and there was times when that loose forced us to go lateral, which forced us to go backwards. And it's probably one of the things in the last quarter. We had opportunities to go at the game and drive at gaps and take the game forward, and we crabbed back and lateral and which gave up for position, and they were able to squeeze us and hold us up and then force us along. So we probably didn't handle it as well as we would have liked as the game wore on. But I thought there was times when our forwards were competing against an extra and we were able to halve it. And in second quarter, I don't think they took an intercept mark, so we were able to navigate it reasonably well. There's just times when we probably got a little bit spooked by it and went lateral and backwards when we would have liked to have gone forward.
How would you describe, I guess, the mental challenge for the team and the coaching challenge over the next 2 weeks?
The boy, obviously they're really flat. Couple close losses in a row, a couple of games where when we gave ourselves a chance to win them. So we're flat at the moment. But like I said to the players after the game, taking a couple of hits is a tough game. It's going to deal some blows at times, but we're not done. I'm confident it won't take much to get them back up and up for the challenge next week.
The pressure, you've gone from the pressure of trying to make the top 4 to now just trying to make the 8. Is that a different sort of pressure that you have to deal with it slightly differently?
Oh, not really. Not really. The same thing applies. Give all you've got to the next game. The ladder will work itself out. So, I don't think largely, like I said, we haven't. I don't think it's the pressure the last couple of weeks that's cost us. Just we haven't been good enough for long enough. So I'm happy with the way we're handling that. And same thing applies next week.
Sorry, is it an experience thing or a composure thing that's letting you guys down in those tight games, do you think?
It's a bit of everything. Yeah, a bit of execution. Maybe a bit of like an age thing to make sure we're really organised and connected in those moments. Those games comes down to small margins and being able to execute under pressure. And I'm talking about execute the contest, to be able to adjust to the right positions off the ball, able to and even execution in terms of just executing the basics and skill execution under pressure is something we've got to strive to do. When the heat was on early and Geelong brought the pressure, we didn't quite handle the execution well enough, and then in tight situations later in games we haven't been able to execute well enough, and that will come by getting to work at training and making sure that we drive a really high standard at training, but also exposure to these situations. And the last 2 weeks and the next 2 weeks are the finals like games, and they're going to give us great experience. To see where we're at and see what we need to work on, and things we'll learn over the next, things we've learnt from the last 2 weeks and things we'll learn over the next 2 weeks will hold us in really good stead going forward.
You've had such a good injury run all year now with Pearce and Darcy and Tracy and Walters all absent. It feels like the gap between your best and your next wave. Everyone said next man up, but that's not realistic with that sort of talent. How challenging is it to work out your depth and who can come in and fill these roles at the moment?
When you lose some of your key players, they're always hard to replace. So we just got to keep driving that mentality of next man up, and we've just got to get players to stand up. When you lose one of the best key defenders and your captain, you're right, you can't replace that. And Josh Tracy's kicked 40 goals. He's been one of the better key forwards in the comp. You just can't. We haven't got walk-in replacements for that. But we've got to keep coming back to roll, keep executing as best we can, and find a way through it.
So right now you're expecting Darcy, Walters, Tracy next week, and Pearce, no?
Yeah, Pearce won't be back next week, but the other three are a good chance.
And Chapman on Jezza, I don't think any of us guessed that going in. You must think he had to.
Yeah, I think he did a really good job. Bordy threw that up. Chappie's a very athletic player, and he's got good reach and size and clearly good competitiveness. So it was. I mean, played him twice last year, and he only kicked one goal, but he also kicked 9 points. So he had some shots, and Bordy threw that up, and I think Chappie executed it really well. Jezza got up the ground and we didn't go with him in those periods when he was on the wing, and he got away a little bit, but I thought Chappie did a good job.
Any concerns at all over the collision between Brayshaw and Bruin that led him to...
I actually haven't seen it.
Given it's outcome based, though, are you concerned that Bruin couldn't play out the game?
I just haven't seen it, so it's hard to comment on an injury or a collision that you haven't seen. So I'm sure the MRI will work it out.
Is there something that players have been told, though, with head-high contact, that to sort of avoid that collision if possible?
Clearly. No player intentionally thought try to make contact with the head, so see where it lands.
Because is there that margin for error in that sort of a moment?
It's hard for me because I haven't seen the moment we're talking about, so it's hard for me to comment and get it accurate, and comments will get taken out of context about a contest that I haven't seen. So,
Thanks, everyone.
thank you.
Thanks.